Silence! It's time! It's time! It's
time for another episode of the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and get back and get back and get grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
I'm recording.
Yay, we're recording.
It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Delicioso.
Oh, yeah.
You should try drinking, Jack. It's fun.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway.
Can't mess with the Viagra.
It makes it last longer, so you can last longer.
Actually, it counteracts it, so.
Yeah. I say I wouldn't know. I don't need it.
You want to know what's funny? I have a little... Actually, yeah, I think I'll say this a little...
You have a little...
I have a little story. I have
Jack.
a little story to tell from like years back.
Is it little Jackie?
No, it's not little... No, I had nothing to do with this. It was a story that one of my friends told me. But,
Oh, wow.
But, I guess... Yeah. I'm debating on what I want to talk about on the podcast or not. Because I think we're just...
I can always...
Yeah, talk about it. He can cut it.
Okay.
Don't cut it.
Well, anyway, I was in a culinary arts class, like, around, 2005 or so, like that. So it was, like, my junior year of high school, and one of my friends, who was, in the same class as me, and so started telling me about this one story about how he was at this party, him and his friends were having a good time, and stuff like that, and one of his friends had a little bit of an idea, right? So he took some Viagra, I think, of one of his dad's, like, or somebody's, like, little tablets of Viagra or something, and just spiked it in, like, people's, like, the guys' drinks and stuff like that.
Oh,
So, so as you would expect and stuff, throughout the night and stuff, the guys kept on drinking and stuff like that, and by the end of the night, it's like guys are just having, like, these big old erections and stuff like that, so they're just like what the fuck? So this entire, like, party or something like that, you pretty much couldn't go, like, a few feet or something like that without seeing some dude, like, with a huge ass erection.
That's awesome. That gives me ideas.
I know, it's so hilarious, though. It was just, like, telling me, it's like, all of a sudden, it's like 10 minutes or so after somebody would drink or something like that, everybody would just go, like, shink!
Girl walk by, swing.
Exactly the point. And the guys are, like, having this nervous reaction, like, oh, what the fuck's happening? Like, no, get down. And they're all drunk,
awesome.
so they don't care.
Usually it's the opposite. What's going on? That's great.
Alright, well, that's my story, though, but...
You know, if I'm going to take Viagra and it lasts longer than 4 hours, I'm walking in the hospital with the fucking gown backwards.
Yep.
And welcome, everybody, to the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast, episode 57. I am your host, the Jack of Hearts. Damn you, Knuckles. And with me this week, the guy you just heard, Knuckles. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm about halfway through my left-hand wake-up dead Imperial Stout, and I'm feeling good right now.
Good.
Can't wait to talk about our destiny.
Oh, yeah. For those of you at home, this week is going to be a little bit of, like, instead of, like, saying what we've really been, like, playing or, like, certain topics, we're just going to be talking a bit about Destiny, since all of us have had some good time with, trying out the Destiny beta on the PS4, so...
And Xbox One.
Oh, yeah, and Xbox One, too.
We can't forget you Xbox.
Yeah, you Xbox players are in for a treat, too, even though we personally haven't... Well, maybe Knuckles has already.
I probably had about 30 minutes on it. But I've still found some key differences with it. So
All right. Well, without further ado or something like that, Gingerboy, how you been doing?
Oh my god, I've been holding my freaking beer for like 30 seconds here. Just want to open it. Oh, one second.
Oh yeah, open it.
That was good. I'm enjoying this Stone Levitation Amber Ale. I'm doing pretty great though. I got a beer. We're gonna talk about some Destiny. I'm sorry, I can't help but do that every time. I'm excited, guys. Let's do this.
All right. So without further ado, let's get into the whole Destiny talk. So, guys, got a confession. I fucking love this game so far.
Really?
The beta.
All right,
Ew.
before we get to the gameplay, I want to talk about my little experience I had getting to the gameplay.
Okay.
So I had it backwards. Everybody was saying on Twitter there's a 200 megabyte download, the 11 gigabyte install. I had those reversed.
Oh, dude, you lucky bastard!
Yeah,
So I
that's
thought
awesome.
it was 11 gigabyte download with a 200 megabyte install. No, that wasn't the case. So I downloaded it like Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it started, and I didn't start the game up or anything. So I figured out it's only 200 megabytes. It'll download like a minute or two, whatever. I go, oh my god, Friday night. It's like 8 o'clock. I have to be at work at 5. I'm like, I'll play it for like an hour or so, and go to bed, whatever. Turn on. Oh no, 11 gigabyte install. So I'm like, but within 20 seconds is at 38%. I'm like, all right. I mean, I might actually be able to play this tonight. And I'm like, I'll just go, watch some TV for like 10, 15 minutes. Come back, should be done. Come back, 39%. 15 minutes later. Get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work. Look at my PS. I left my PlayStation on all night to install it. Had like 8 game requests because people saw me playing Destiny, but I wasn't actually playing Destiny. 70%. So that was like 6 hours later. But no, finally got it downloaded or installed and got to play it. So but go ahead and jump back into your story now, Jack.
But like I was saying, though, it's like, yeah, after that whole initial install thing, which, it did take me a bit, but it didn't take as long as, say, Gingerboy. Because, fuck. 6 hours.
It took me like an hour.
That's that's like an old PC type of download, just taking all day.
It was about 12. It was about, I don't know how long it was because it finished up when I was at work, but it was at least probably 8 hours.
Well, it's not as bad as, say, like the whole Gran Turismo 5 type of downloads that I actually had to experience. I mean, I kid you not, that literally took me like almost fucking 12 hours or so of my actual real time in order to download the update. The massive, like, who knows how big of an update, plus that, but that's another story for another time, but anyway.
1 terabyte hard drive just for Gran Turismo 5.
Yeah, no shit.
Dude, you need that shit for like Battlefield 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, I have liked what I've played of Destiny so far. I mean, I like the gameplay. It feels like a Bungie game. It feels like a Halo, like sort of Halo-ish type of gameplay and stuff like that. But it just feels a little bit more refined, a little bit more smoother. I mean, I've been playing as a Warlock since, I wanted to try to do something a little bit different than the standard, like, Commando or Hunter kind of class.
Hunter or Titan class.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, quintessentially, that's what they're named, but, the type of roles and stuff. But anyway, I like the element of just, like, sliding into cover and stuff like that, kind of like how Vanquish, where you would just, like, go towards and, like, just slide. Maybe not as, like, extravagant or anything like that, but I love how it's just rewarding you for, like, each and every little mission or stuff like that. I mean, I spent, like, maybe about 3 or 4 hours max, I think. I know Knuckles has done a lot more than both Gingerboy and myself, but I was able to get to level 4. I had some crazy fun, like, just boss encounters, like that. The couple missions where you would just, like, do that. And it just felt, like, epic.
It's in the walls!
But, I really love, like, how, like, when you just, like, call your vehicle or something like that, actually spawn your vehicle and stuff, it's just on the fly. It's just no waiting at all. You just get your vehicle. You can go from, like, one portion of the map to the other without really much of a hassle or anything like that. I like that. I also like the elements where you can just fight, like, random enemies, like, with certain players, like, there. But, I'm not too sure. Have any of you guys, like, experienced, like, going over the overworld or something, like, the random players just, like, trying to shoot you?
I breakdanced with one of them.
You broke
pretty
dance
much
with
mine. Like he was sitting on, Yeah, he was like sitting on a ledge, and like I just went up to him. I tried shooting him, and nothing happened. So he turned around, he started breakdancing, and I broke dance back, and he sat down and watched me breakdance. And then it was pretty fun. We had a little Destiny down.
Dude, that is freaking hilarious. I'm glad that they don't have like a feature where you can just randomly kill somebody, because that's what pretty much would be if you're trying to play the game and random like players shooting
having
you.
to go to the last city, and that would be a freaking massacre.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I do like the main hub world, you know, like where you go back to that Pugil planet. Yeah, the Crucible.
No, the Crucible's the multiplayer. You're talking about the tower.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Although the tower was the Crucible. I'm sorry.
I mean, I love the whole feel of it. It feels like an MMO and stuff like that in terms of seeing random players like in real time and stuff like that, just going forth and getting their missions, getting their items and stuff. But it just feels much more organic in a sense, because you're not really worrying about like other like bad aspects of, say, like other MMOs. But anyway, I feel like my experience with Destiny has been pretty damn good, and it's just making me more excited. I just can't wait to get into playing a little bit more of it with the Xbox One's beta plus the PS4's, you know, more of that. It just definitely looks like the type of game where it just feels like, you know what, this could be a potential game of the year like contender right there if I get like more time with it come September. But
so I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna make Knuckles go last, because he's put like 60 hours into it.
I have not put 60 hours into it. I've put about 8.
80?
8.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. 80 hours. It hasn't been up for 80 hours. No, so I'm with Jack in the sense that I really enjoyed the gameplay is really good. I mean, shooting mechanics are great. It's very much like Borderlands. I mean, when you can feel like you can sense the Halo in that game. You can tell like that's the same developers are making this game.
yeah,
Peter Dinklage's voice is actually a lot better in this game.
oh
He actually
yeah,
acted this time.
Sounds more robotic.
Yeah, but it's definitely it's definitely a big improvement over the
monotone-ish.
last time. But in a weird way to me, like I really enjoyed the game, but at the same time I'm less interested in the game when it comes out in September. Where I felt like this is very much Borderlands. It even has a loot crates. It's you go back to this open world game. It's mainly a shooter. Has the level upgrade. It has a lot of the enemies. Like even the numbers when you shoot the guys, you can see the damage of like the numbers coming above their head, like it did in Borderlands.
That's typical MMO though.
That's true too.
Well, yeah, but I mean it's something like prevalent from Borderlands. But the one thing I really liked about Borderlands is that game stuck out was the animation, the style of it. That it was something we haven't seen very often in games.
True.
Really, like Wind Waker did it, and like the
cell
Telltale
shading.
games. Yeah, the cell
Ocarina of
shading.
Time
Yeah.
kind of has done like the whole exploration things. But anyway, you're talking about graphic aesthetics.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's kind of yeah. So it's kind of a unique style to it there, and you have the over the top characters, like the great writing. It was a pretty funny game. Crazy over the top weapons that you have. And this game is a very serious shooter where I feel like this game will only be fun for me long term. Like a game I'll sit down and play for 4, 5, 6 hours straight. As if I'm playing with friends. Where in Borderlands, at times I'd play the game for 2-3 hours straight, and I would have a lot of fun with it. And like, there's also that kind of that crack feeling. You keep getting better weapons, or you keep leveling up, or you're just one more mission away. You can get level up to level 40 or something. In this game, it doesn't. It still has that kind of effect on you, but it doesn't have like the writing. Doesn't have the great characters. I mean, this is a beta, of course, but I mean,
Yeah, so we don't know much about the writing.
True.
I don't.
The only character we really know much about is Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, and I mean, but I don't think we're gonna get like we're not gonna have those crazy over the top characters. Like it's not gonna be the fun over the top.
This is a story where your character starts off being dead for centuries, so
Yeah, and they didn't really explain that. Like he's like, "Oh, hey, we brought you back to life," but then they talk about how they're gonna like
They're about to get annihilated.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you just brought this guy back to life after like 100 years of being dead. Just bring them all back to life. But I mean, not once again. It's a beta. But no, I'm still really enjoying the game. Like I said, I mean, the gameplay parts of it are great. But it's like I was playing the beta, and I had I didn't get really a chance to play till Sunday, and after I played for like an hour, and I'm like, all right, I'm kind of done. And I put it down, and like 45 minutes later, I kind of wanted to go back and play it again. It's like this weird thing where I don't know. I mean, I'm probably still gonna get it because a lot of my friends are gonna get it, so that's something to play with them. That could be a big community game for us, but I don't know. Like the game, like I said, the gameplay is fun, but I think everything, the total package of it, I don't know. Go ahead, Knuckles.
Yeah.
I want to say, have either of you played the Crucible stuff, like where it is just the PvP?
No.
Like Halo rank matches.
No, Sunday was horrible. Like for like trying to do online stuff. Like I kept getting dropped trying to play the game. Like mid mission, getting dropped at the restart. So, and then it went down Sunday night, and it just came back up last night. So I haven't got a chance to get back into it.
Well, I'll play some of the PvP stuff. It feels like Halo meets Call of Duty, which if it's kind of iffy and kind of good at the same time. Kind of feels, I don't know, kind of forced in. Like
Doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, it really doesn't need to be there, but like they make it a point where you do the Crucible stuff, you get better equipment for your quest, for your character, for your single player stuff.
Okay, that's a good hook right there. I will admit that's a good hook.
Does your main character from the story level up in the Crucible stuff, or
they have it where for the beta you don't level up, but there is I think they did that Iron Badge or whatever it was update for last Saturday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where they introduced a playlist that did have your character level up, but if you were max level, you didn't.
So
the max level was 8. So, but if like in normal multiplayer pre the Iron Badge or whatever it is, whatever it's called, you couldn't level up. But from what I can tell, when the game comes out, you're going to be able to level up your storyline character from multiplayer.
Oh man, I don't know if I like that.
But the thing about it is, you had to, for the beta, you had to get to level 5 before you can start to do the multiplayer stuff, which the max level cap is 8.
Yeah, so. But I wonder what the level cap's going to be when the game starts. I imagine around 50.
50, maybe 50, maybe around 60 something.
I can see them when the expansions come out, bumping it up some though.
Yeah, because these expansions are supposed to be like $20 expansions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 35 you just buy a bundle.
Yeah.
If you buy them together.
You know, I kind of wonder though how that leveling up in multiplayer is going to come into play and stuff like that. Like, if some
from what I've played of it,
yeah,
I probably put about 2 hours into the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe 4 or 15, maybe about 6 or 7 15-minute matches. Your character gets better gear, like
all right,
through the multiplayer. So, like if you're not maxed out, you do get gear,
right,
and your abilities level up from killing other people.
Well, the thing I kind of am wondering though, if say you can do that in the actual retail release, wouldn't people have so much of like an advantage over other players? Say if say they were exclusively playing the single player, go through the campaign, do this and do that, go online or something like that, as opposed to say somebody just starting out and stuff just decide to get to level 5 and then just go and do the multiplayer stuff. You know,
I'm more worried about, like, for my sense, look just through the campaign portion of it is, I mean, that if you just get to level 5 in the campaign and then jump into the multiplayer, you can just go in the multiplayer until you max out your character, go back into the campaign and just fly through it.
Now you see, I don't have so much of a problem with that, because at least it, even though with like certain players that just play multiplayer first, it gives them sort of an option just to go and just like say play the single player. Maybe they'll set it up to a higher difficulty or something like that and try to do with their max character.
Yeah.
You know?
From what I've seen, in like co-op, like I was playing co-op with my maxed out character.
Yeah.
With the guy who just got his character to the level where you can do co-op.
Uh-huh.
And it seemed like the characters max like hit my level, were around my level, which made it a little bit challenging.
Huh.
But I don't know if I don't know if the guy like made it to a harder setting since he had 2 level 8s with him, or if he was just being if the game actually scaled difficulty.
I think the game kind of does, because I was noticing when I would play the single player aspect of it, where I'm just realizing that whenever I would level up and stuff like that, some of the enemies in the field would also like just go and level up in specific like missions, or even like on the random just the random like world and stuff like that, where you do the first couple missions and stuff. They match your level, so it just kind of makes me wonder.
It also depends on the story mission you select.
Yeah, the story mission has its own level system too.
Yeah,
if you're not at the level where it requires, it's going to be a little more challenging. But there's also open world features to these missions where you don't have to go exactly where the indicator tells you to.
Right.
You just find enemies that have like two question marks around where their level's supposed to be, which means
they're absurdly higher probably than
yeah. I went to one part. I went through this like almost like a garage or something in one in the world, and I went downstairs to the stairs. I went down there. I'm like, oh, what's down here? And it gives you that thing that pops up, tells you like you're going into like a dark zone or something like that, where there's no respawning. You got
the respawn starts you at the
beginning
point.
So there's no like you can't respawn for where you died off. You got to go all the way back to the beginning. So I went in there. I'm like, okay, what's down in here? And I walked, turned the corner. I got hit by one guy, killed immediately.
Oh my god.
So it's like almost like Final Fantasy.
It
like
tells
the original.
You, tells you when you die what level the person was, and I've seen level 18s and stuff.
Oh shit!
So that's what I'm saying. It's like almost like the original Final Fantasy game, where if you went to areas you weren't supposed to go to too early, like you'd be like a level 6 guy, but like the enemies there would be like level 60.
Or even
that's what it reminded me of.
Or even like old JRPGs, like Todd, like you were saying, like the original Final Fantasy. Another game that I could recall that actually done something similar to it was a remake of the original like Star Ocean, The First Departure, or something like that, which was on PSP like years ago. And the thing about it is if you were trying to go to a terrain or an area where you weren't supposed to, your whole party would just get wiped out because of how strong the characters were, making you kind of a little bit hesitant. Even the original Legend of Zelda, in a way, implemented some of the same type of aspects. Because, open world stuff, you can just go and experiment, go to places where you want. Sometimes you'll go into dungeons where you're not even rightly prepared or, like, experienced enough in order for the thing to, you don't have the right
items to kill the enemies and stuff,
I kind of like that, though.
It was kind of, I wasn't upset about it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, don't go over there here. But so I imagine there's going to have, like, a bunch of things like that, where, like, almost like in Borderlands, where you had, where you can go to, like, tunnels, and you can fight a wave of enemies, and, like, there's, like, a loot crate at the end or something like that. So I imagine that's probably going to be, like...
I don't think I had that problem with Borderlands, though, but...
No, I didn't have issues like that in Borderlands. But, so, Knuckles, what was your overall opinion on,
I don't know. From like y'all said, I did put a lot more time into the beta than y'all did, which kind of is a negative aspect for it because level cap is only 8.
Yeah, you get to like 5 hours probably.
Yeah, about 5 hours, a little shorter because I got to level 8 on my warlock, and then immediately we switched to a hunter. And got to level 5 before the end of the night.
Right.
And it was kind of overkill since there's no real differences in story.
Right.
Like, which kind of iffy because in most MMOs and RPGs that like different classes have a different like in beginning story. But
yeah, like Dragon Age did that with all their characters.
Dragon Age did that. WoW does that. Star Wars, basically any RPG does that. But when I played it, it's like, okay, this is kind of boring. And which to a point where I hope they do let us bring our characters over from the beta to the real game.
I hope so too.
Just so I don't have to see the missions I've already done again.
I would like
I'm wondering
that too.
I'm wondering if that's the start of the game though or not, because it felt like it didn't like flow very well. I thought like where it's kind of like, all right, we just go to mission, and all right, you done with that, go to the next mission. Like I feel like it wasn't like all in order, almost like it was just kind of give you like the greatest hits at the beginning, like the first like these are like the best 5 missions of the first. 10
I'm actually playing right now on the Xbox One.
I know, I hear the controller.
Yeah, I'm playing right now on the Xbox One. I'm doing a mission that seems like it's a beginning mission. Like you just feel the way it feels. Like yep, you have to go back. Okay, go back to the first level. Oh, what the fuck? I'm playing the little first area again because it makes you go back through it, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of boring after you've done it 1 or 2 times already. Right. And I just hope there's a variation of it where, like maybe a different pathway or something. Like don't necessarily have to go the same path. And
yeah, I mean I played demos like that before where like it made it feel like you played the demo and like, oh, this is probably at the beginning of the game you're playing here, and then like I'll actually play the retail game and it's actually like the 5th or 6th chapter of the game or something you just played, but they made it so it's like the demo, so it's like a tutorial and you know all that in the beginning. So I imagine I mean I don't think it'll be exactly the same, at least I hope not, because basically this is just like a demo for this game really more than anything, but I don't know. I mean I don't have necessarily a problem with redoing again because we're like 2 months away from the new game coming out, so
and the beta ends later this weekend. As we're recording anyway, it ends tomorrow. But when I play it, like I hope this isn't the beginning stage because, like I said a few podcasts ago, I hate beginning areas in RPGs because I want to feel like a badass. Which Destiny does it well because you go in, like I played the first mission just punching everyone and it kills them in one hit.
Yeah.
That the melee attack is like incredibly powerful. Like
it's
a
better
one-hit
than your
kill.
first gun.
Yeah, it is. I was just running up like punching everybody in the face. Like I'm not shooting anymore.
Well,
like,
that
was it.
It kind of. I just kind of want to ask right here, what type of character class thing did you guys go with? I mean, I went with Warlock. What about you guys?
Go ahead, Gingerboy.
I really didn't know the difference between them, so I just picked the Warlock and did like the Exo one. Like there's like you can do like human, Exo, and something else like looks.
Human, Exo, and then like just pure robot.
I did Exo.
I did too.
No, Exo. Exo was
the blue
robot.
Okay, I don't remember which one. He has looks like Darth Maul. That's why I picked him.
Cool.
Then he has like the bullet hole in his head.
Yeah, I think we all went the same way because I went Warlock and I also went the new forms or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Not the humans and not the Exos.
Yeah. The Fallen?
No, not the Fallen. It's the new forms, I think is the name of their race. But when I picked it, it was like, okay, I made my character look as close to human as I could. Just to be like that person, just like I'm going to be a different class, but I'm going to be as close to human as I can be. And I picked female, but when I played it,
so you're playing yourself then?
No, I'm playing you.
It's a sexy beast, baby.
But no,
that'd be hilarious if all of us just went like female warlocks or something like that. Just subconsciously.
You could break dance. All summer surrounded by guys. It's weird.
And for some reason, they're doing this weird gesture that's not in the fucking game. They're just doing something with their hands around their belt area. I was like,
giving us free guns.
Giving us free guns. Like, what's y'all's favorite gun in Destiny? Or have y'all played enough where y'all got a good gun?
I don't know the name of the gun, but I got a really awesome shotgun that actually would kill people from like 15, 20 feet away.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds
Yeah.
fun. I can't recall
got-
the name of any of my guns that I actually got in the game either. Just one, just like a
Was
pulse
it
rifle.
a
Or something.
pulse rifle, auto rifle?
I like the pulse rifle.
I'm not a fan of the pulse rifles.
I like
because
the
of
one
recoil
where you
or
press the
something?
right trigger and it kills people.
Oh, that's the hand
the-
cannon.
That's the win button,
Oh.
Tyler. No.
Oh god,
That's the win button.
explains why I'm always winning.
No, but when I was playing it, like I'm actually playing on both PS4 and Xbox One.
It goes both ways,
Yeah. Hey, ladies.
gentlemen.
I was gonna leave out that part.
Zing.
But as I was playing, I did notice some similarities, like as the sensitivity was.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing on 10 sensitivity on my PS4, and that still feels slow to me.
Huh.
And yeah, it's like I started off that game. It's like, wow, this the view stick is pretty slow. Looked at it, it was on 3. I was like, wow. Boosted up to 10. I was like, it was faster, but it seems pretty slow to me.
Did you put it on 11?
No, you can't go to 11.
Mine does.
Do you often play like first person shooters on the PC though?
I play. No, I don't.
Okay.
I play. All my shooters are like Halo and Call of Duty and stuff like that
Oh, I see.
on the consoles. On Halo, I play on like 6 sensitivity. On Call of Duty, I play on 8.
I mean, I didn't really notice that when I was playing it, though, the sensitivity of the aiming and stuff. I mean, I used to when I was playing Halo 3, and I would adjust it regularly just to make sure I get things going, but...
I thought I didn't have any problem with it. I was actually doing really well for a first-person shooter game.
I felt like that, too.
I feel like a badass most of the time.
I guess because different type of game for me. Like I'm used to the hardcore running guns, which is why I flew through the first couple missions pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in most places in RPGs you have to take your time and stuff, and like I forget that this is a God, what is that? What is that term? Fucking Borderlands came up with RPG FPS,
Yeah.
PGFPS.
and where it's class based, but it's also a FPS.
Mm-hmm.
I play that and just I went through like the entire level in probably about 5 minutes, and then and it's kind of like, okay, was that a mission? That was just the tutorial level. Okay, went through the second mission, got to the part where I had to fight that fucking that devil Akron or whatever
Oh,
it is,
yeah.
the one that's in the walls.
Huh.
Got to the part where I punched him expecting him to do big damage. It did big damage, but the guy got so pissed off when you punch him. Like, he hits the ground Iron Man style
Oh,
and
no.
fucking takes out all your health. Or it takes out all your shields, and, like, he spawns enemies. So it was like every time you clear
Yep.
the room, he just gives more enemies. So it was like, well, fuck, I'm in the open. Punched him. It's
that's
like,
why.
I can't fucking run away. I died like 5 times. I was like,
I didn't know that. I
was
actually thought there was like a set number of enemies or something in that boss battle, but apparently not.
No, basically, because I was trying to take out all like the little minions before I got to him.
Yep.
And like every like 30 seconds or so, hit like 4 or 5 guys will respawn. And also, I wanted to mention that I talked about how in the alpha that the enemies weren't very aggressive, that they just kind of stand in their spot and wait. And this one, I mean, they're still not.
They're not
as,
over yet. Over.
there's a couple of them that are meant to just charge at you. But yeah, they're not overly aggressive, but like they don't like.
They will fucking overwhelm you if you.
Yeah, they
if
will
you
like.
make a mistake.
Yeah, they will come out. Like you can't just like run and hide behind a wall and wait till you get your health back up and come back out.
Which,
like,
if you're
you
a
gotta keep
warlock,
constantly
you
moving.
can do that.
yeah, this one.
With the warlock, it seems like you can do that. You have a little bit more breathing room because your health comes back faster than the other classes.
Yeah,
I started off a hunter, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm getting killed pretty fucking fast. And I was like, why my shield's not coming back faster? Go back, look at the stats. Oh, my armor rating on my on my warlock is or my regen rating on my warlock is like half bar is starting off, and then the hunter is like maybe like an inch of regen, just
like
enough, like a typical FPS. And I was like, oh, I need to play. I forgot you actually have to play these classes differently, or you might actually end up being kind of screwed, death-wise.
I understand. I mean, hell, when I was playing as the Warlock, I was constantly on the move and stuff like that. I wasn't really staying in one place and like letting stuff like my shields regenerate or anything like that. I'm constantly had to move back and forth, just sliding into cover, shoot, take a couple enemies out, then just keep on moving and stuff. Never was there a point really where I just stayed there for like about 5 minutes while like random enemies just shot at me.
Yeah. Oh, I've tried to play the sniper class with my warlock.
Yeah.
Which it's okay. Like the sniping mechanics, like your Borderlands mechanic, where you just you kill,
right?
Like you aim where you shoot, like that's where you fire.
Uh-huh.
It's not Battlefield where you have to follow the wind. You have to do all that other like real sniper shit.
Right.
Aim, shoot. It's like a couple of my teammates went away for a few minutes to go to the bathroom and stuff. And I was like, okay, I just put out my sniper rifle, fired. They came back and it's like, where are you shooting at? I'm just killing these enemies. And it's like, what enemies exactly? And like, it just kind of feels like what Tyler or Gingerboy was saying about the aggressiveness. It's like I sniped probably about 2 or 3 of them before they actually reacted and went into cover. And I was like, okay, well that could be tuned up a bit more.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, there are a little delayed sometimes in the reaction. Like, there's a couple times where I like just freaking like went up and like I meleeed one of them and shot another one with the shotgun from behind before they
turn around.
Yeah,
which for a warlock is good because you're fast. You can actually outmaneuver them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
so
it also sucks when you get hit like real bad.
Yeah. So I'm guessing like the hunter or something like that. It's more like a long range type of like.
The hunter is more of a DPS class for RPG fans.
Okay, what's that?
Warlock is more of your mage type of character.
Right.
And which is great because you all have guns. You can use every gun. Every class can use the same gun.
That's good.
But the only real key differences are your abilities, your grenades that you throw, and your melee system. Like for the warlock, you have that siren force punch.
Yep. That's cool.
Falcon punch.
No.
It's more
and
like a
for
sound punch.
for a hunter, you have a knife that you use, and for a titan, you just ball up your fist and punch him in the face.
I like the Falcon punch better.
Yeah, the warlock. The warlock has probably my favorite punch, just because you can actually hit further away. You don't have to be up on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you hit them, you actually you can kind of feel like you can see the way they fly. You can feel like you get that sense that you hit them pretty hard. It's that's fun.
That'd be so.
Funny.
Funny.
I can't hit hard in real life, so it's
it'd be kind of funny if like say the Titan class had like sort of like a Superman type of punch, like say like what Roman Reigns would do. That would be fun. You actually just
then
feel
it spears them.
Then it spears.
I haven't unlocked that ability yet, but
spears that.
It's
boss,
level 20.
Like, right
it's
through a
level 22, guys.
Oh man.
That'd be awesome.
I want to be able to spear that giant fucking devil Akron.
That would be amazing.
It's like, he's in the wall. You spear him back into the wall.
He's buried in the wall.
After you Superman punch him to get ready for the spear, you go, whoa! You gotta do the whole flex thing. Sorry, guys. We're getting really nerdy with the wrestling.
Oh, but hell. At least it's to the point.
Yeah.
But overall, you're gonna enjoy it when you pick it up. You're gonna enjoy Destiny when you pick it up in September.
Yep.
I'm picking it up. I'll say that.
I already got it pre-ordered from GameStop, so I'm gonna be getting that
As do I.
come launch day.
So guys, should I get Last of Us for PS4 next week? Yes, no, maybe.
No.
If you have enough interest in it, I would probably say no, but knowing you, you're probably going to get it anyway.
More than likely, yeah. It's
Yes.
like
Yes, you pick it up Tuesday.
Return it by Friday. I hate this.
Return it. No, we're going to return it. He's going to return it because he hasn't got a chance to play it.
No, I don't return. I usually most of the games I return I beat. No, I might pick it up. It's only $50. I got the money.
Okay.
So I haven't decided yet. It depends.
Or you can pick it up tonight on the PS3 and play it now.
I don't have a PS3, so.
Or the PS4, actually, like with downloading.
I could download it tonight. Yeah, I just can't play it till Tuesday.
Ah.
I don't know. I have a week to think about it. I'll think about it.
Well, anyway, guys, you think we should just call it like a podcast or something like that for this week, since there's not really much like topic-wise we can really talk about.
Yeah, I think we're good. We can. What we do have, we can maybe talk about next week, because depending on how the news goes.
All right, so to end out the thing, I'm just gonna do a random like wrestler of the week, pretty much. And this
It's got to be Alberto
that?
Del Rio. It's got to be Alberto Del Rio. We've been talking about Destiny.
Alberto Del Rio.
Because it's his destiny to become WWE champion. Remember?
Damn,
that is
good.
fucking lame. That's hilarious.
That was his whole goal for like 3 years. It was his destiny to be WWE champion.
And he was, and he got buried by Cena. There we go.
Well, no, he got buried by like everybody.
Yeah, I know,
So,
since they don't really
when
have
you
much to
lose
do with his
Ziggler-
character. Because you know how the WWE does not want to raise more than one character at a time. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about one of the latest like acquisitions, though, by the WWE. I'm talking about international superstar Kenta. You know, Kenta has been wrestling for a hell of a long time. He's had some great matches with the American Dragon, like Bryan Danielson, as most of the people in WWE know him as Daniel Bryan. And he's responsible for, like, influencing some WWE superstars to use certain moves, like, say, Daniel Bryan's, like, Shining Wizard, and CM Punk's, like, Go to Sleep, which they pay homage to Kenta by doing that, so... But, yeah, this guy is freaking crazy. You can actually go up on YouTube right now and check out some of his moves, some of his top moves, which, for God's sakes, these are freaking insane. I mean, you see him, like, doing these random, like, just extreme... like stuff, you know, like just putting all sorts of various like fun matches and stuff. I mean, he's gonna be a joy to watch inside NXT, I feel. But how they use him inside WWE, like the main roster, it kind of has me a little bit worried because
I think he's mainly just gonna be a trainer in NXT. It's good. I think it's good for NXT to give all the young guys in there a different style to work.
I think he's actually going to wrestle, but...
I think he will, but I don't know if he's ever going to be a top guy in the 30. He is kind of older. I think he's like in his mid to late 30s, isn't he?
Well, you know what? With Cena around, nobody's going to be pushed as the freaking top guy. I mean, that's a fact right there. As long as Cena's around, that's not going to happen. But
yeah,
I mean,
but I mean, they
hurt
got
Cena.
I know.
Yeah, but they got a lot of young guys like in their mid to late 20s. They're working on right now, like Bray Wyatt, The Shield. They're all like 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. Plus,
so I think Cesaro's like 32.
Man, he's 32. Man, that's kind of surprising. But I did see a picture of Kenta, and there's a translator who is very familiar to some of us in the Attitude Era, like not just the Attitude Era, but like the mid '90s WWF and stuff. And Funaki, you know, SmackDown's #1 announcer. Yeah, Funaki is actually his translator. Of course, for those who don't know who we're referring to, Funaki is actually a wrestler that was in this group called Kaientai with Taka Michinoku and some other like Japanese wrestlers, you know, and it's just crazy. Crazy to see Funaki now because he looks so fucking good, and he's just like translating stuff for Kenta and stuff. It's like, man. But anyway, that's the wrestler of the week, Kenta, known for his go to sleep and his random ass like extreme moves. So, Knuckles, you want to go with the random Twitter follower of the week?
You know, I was going to go Destiny themed, but I just saw a tweet that just made me laugh hysterically.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with at Quinstar.
Quinstar, really? Been a while since
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, her tweet, Blender is Marcus Phoenix? Mind blown. Yoshi Fat replied. Also Jake on Adventure Time. Her reply, I can't handle this. Follow at Quinstar, Quunztar.
That is crazy. Well, anyway, guys, you can follow us on our Facebook page, which obviously is drunk-nerds. And for our Twitter, it's drunk_nerds. And also, just a random thing is, you know, with Extra Life coming forth, like in, say, the next couple of, like, months, October 25th to be exact, we're just, like, in the developing stages of what we really want to do, since, you know what, we do want to try to raise a bunch of money for kids and stuff like that. We are debating upon what we can do, say, for stream-wise, or for what to do in general, so we'll let you know in the coming weeks what exactly that we at the Drunk-Nerds podcast will actually do. But, yeah, just please look forward to that. So, for episode 57, I have been your host, the Jack of Hearts.
I was Gingerboy.
And I've been Destiny Fan 117. See what I did there?
You changed it from John Cena's #1 fan?
Oh. Okay, let's not go into this again. Alright.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Excuse me. Few too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there, check us out, and if you like us, leave us a review, and we'll even shout you out. And Jack will send you his credit card number.